Good morning, Internet. It is a gorgeous fall morning here in Arizona. Look where I am. We're at Airstream of Scottsdale. Gonna have a little work done on our furnace. Actually, not a little work. We're gonna put in a brand new furnace. Had some trouble with it on our trip through Colorado this year, so I pulled the trigger and just ordered up a new one. So we're gonna take you on the journey of what it's like to put in a brand new furnace. This is a new area for me too. This is Airstream of Scottsdale's warehouse, and they moved a lot of their development operations up here. So we're gonna go watch them do the furnace here. Jet planes and Airstreams. God, this is so cool. And there's our patient. I can always tell my Airstream because it's got the satellite dish up there. Patient number 814. Oh. There's the new furnace. You're gonna be a YouTube star now. We'll have to start making titanium Airstreams.
As if the cost needs to go up anymore.
Right. I ended up taking this thing out 8 times, you know, messing with the sail switch.
Right.
It's just bad technology.
Yeah, and this is a vertically placed one, and I think this one's horizontally placed right here instead.
Nice.
We rarely have furnace issues. Right,
So,
or that there's no flame there, so it shuts down. And this is just part of this seal here.
some sort of putty or something? Or?
Well, it's just the foam.
Oh, and the foam
when it gets hot.
It's transferred. Oh my gosh. Right. Okay.
This looks pretty free. We're gonna have to take out the oven inside and everything to get to all the electrical and the rest of the plumbing here. We'll make sure the gas is off and we can break this line.
For our viewers, evidently we have to take out the stove to get at all the electrical that's behind the furnace there. So look at this, you guys. Look how he's put in a mat so they don't dirty up the Airstream.
I think I'm gonna have Brian bring up some new gaskets for these two.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It is, you guys, a forced air furnace. Piece of shit. You don't curse much while you work. That's pretty impressive.
Well, if you're in a camper by yourself, nobody's around to hear it. So.
That is an incredibly clever attachment. Like a 90-degree adapter.
It's one of my favorite tools.
Unbelievable. So there you go, you guys. This is where the furnace was. And you can see that Rob is adding the vent adapters from the old furnace to the new one. Electrical connector. Vents. Old furnace. New furnace. So you can see that the vent adapters, there's blanks here that you have to knock out. That doesn't even come ready. You can see what they look like when they're knocked out. looks a little hazardous. Do you ever cut yourself on this?
Yeah, I got one just a minute ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, happens all the time. Pipe.
So you guys see how this works? Those tubes in there get hot, and then it blows air over those tubes, and it exits through these ports, blowing hot air. Yeah, this is like buying a new garbage disposal. They screw you on the connectors. You got to use the old one.
Well, I get hardwired in there, but we'll make it easy on the next guy, God forbid.
Right.
That has to work.
Yes. So Rob is pulling the new furnace flush with the former mounting holes. There it goes. So we noticed that these screws are stripped, so Rob is putting in longer, better ones. So these screws and brackets hold the furnace onto that little platform. Yeah, that's sheet metal gets all deformed and annoying, I see.
Yeah. We actually have to get the oven and everything put back together before we can test this.
Oh, that's a hassle.
Complete the propane circuit.
Very impressive. I suspect that's to prevent scratches.
That is.
So I guess you just keep going until you're out of screws.
Kinda. Out of holes, really. Two screws on the bottom, 4 on the top.
Oh, 4 on the top, okay. Oh, I see. I noticed that the propane fittings don't appear to have any PTE tape on them.
They don't. It's not like a pipe fitting. This is a flare fitting. So this flare here mates with this, this chamfer, and that's what makes this seal. The threads just pull those two together.
So the copper is soft enough to actually make a full seal. Okay.
Right.
Wow.
I have Brian bringing new gaskets up for these.
What are they? So there's a part that I've never seen before that's missing?
Yeah, they kind of erode over time.
Oh.
It's this little fiber disc.
I see. Okay.
But just helps keep the gas going the right way.
I see. Lemony fresh. Or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Citrus.
Citrus. I learned about that when I was doing the sail switch.
Oh, we had gas already. Nice. Fired right up.
Holy crap. That never happens. It lit the first time, lit right away. Even with those lines open, I can't believe it lit. yummy machine oil. So now Rob's buttoning it up. All those screws back. So this is the new sail switch. And that's the part I was having the most trouble with on the old furnace, although the other one had a couple other issues. So Rob's gonna show us the new sail switch. This is a completely different design than the other one. The other one, the sail switch, went to the very end of the squirrel cage.
Right, it's on the combustion side. This is on the house blower side.
Much bigger than the other one, yeah.
It takes very little to
Gotcha.
push it. And this one, you can actually turn it this way, closer into the fins,
okay.
But a little bit more of an angle.
You just do that with your hand, right?
Yeah, a pair of pliers. It doesn't take much. That's it. You can turn this here. There's both two. The shafts are connected.
That does seem like they've improved it, because the other problem with that other design is it was vertical. This one's horizontal.
Right. Has less of an effect if your camper's not level, too.
I wonder if that was impacting us too. So Rob's gonna put all the stainless steel screws on. I had replaced the old ones with zinc plated, but apparently those can corrode the aluminum, so he's gonna put some nicer ones on. So what else do you have to do on this trailer? There was a 7-way to replace.
Yep, that's already done.
Gotcha.
And that's left intentionally really long right now.
Awesome.
So when you get your tow vehicle here.
It's here. I got it up front.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
We can adjust the length, make sure it's just right.
I could bring it in if you want.
Okay. All right.
Beautiful. Now you're just turning the system off so you can do a test.
Yep, we're going to break into the line and put a meter on it.
Break into the propane line and put a meter on it. What does this meter do? Does it pressurize the line?
Yeah, it measures the pressure.
Okay.
This basically just tests all the fittings in the camper at once.
Gotcha. So presumably pressure would drop if something was leaking.
Correct.
So after you've been in there with the furnace and the stove, you'll know if everything is shipshape.
Right.
Except, of course, when you put this back.
Well, yeah, we do a leak detector spray on there just to be sure.
Oh, I see. Very thorough. How many PSI does the gas line run at?
We should see around 10.
10, not too high. Okay. Between 10 and 14 PSI. So Rob's turning on the propane right now. Looks like about 10 to me.
We're going to make sure our test fittings aren't leaking. Look good. The system's pressurized. We're going to shut off the propane.
So what Rob just did is he's proved that the test fitting is not leaking by using that red foam. Now he's turning off the propane from the tank, and ideally what we'll see is that that pressure remains constant, proving that there's no leaks.
All right. So right now we have about 300 pounds in the pigtails between the propane tanks and the regulator. So we have to make sure to bleed that out. We're gonna bleed this down until we see about 8. It's about 8. We're gonna set a timer for 3 minutes.
So looks like pressure's holding. No leaks. So I'd asked Airstream of Scottsdale to check these regulators because I noticed a little bit of a propane smell sometimes when I went into the tank. But Rob has explained to me that a bit of a smell is normal when there's a diaphragm in there that can relax and it has to eject just a little bitty bit of propane. And that was probably what I was smelling. So they did their test and they were not able to find a leak.